Hello everyone and welcome to the official SWGT YouTube channel. My name is Sarusa. This is a special update regarding the Com2us data lockdown in Summoner's War. So as you may or may not have noticed already by the little thumbnail, I had a greetings from Com2us. So actually I was reached out to by Com2us just a few hours ago, and specifically I was asked for information regarding which JSON data elements SWGT uses as they plan to test that internally. They are, from my understanding, they're planning a security update in the upcoming weeks, possibly before the Siege tournament. They don't have a final solution yet that's going to be implemented or how they're going to approach it yet, but I am told that it is being worked on. And like I said, specifically, they were asking for which packets SWGT was using. So I actually went ahead and I sent over the very long list of packets that we use in SWGT. And I emphasized that, from a coding perspective, from a platform perspective, really we shouldn't really be focused on which packets it use, what packets are being used by SWGT rather, but which packets are dirty. From some other people, I have gotten some information about some other packets. So I did send over those packet information over to Com2us so they can kind of focus on those. I did point Com2us over to the GitHub repository for the SWGT plugins. There are 3 of them. I did specify the exact line numbers that I use the packets with the quote-unquote dirty data in them, just to show and prove that we're not using any of that data that's not healthy for the game. We are literally only pulling the Com2us what they call monster IDs. I think it's the unit master IDs. I think is the official name inside of the JSON, and really all this is this ID says this is a commune, this is a vigor, this is a skogul. It does not specify that this is, let's say Sarusa's specific vigor. So there's no way to actually tie, my vigor 1 versus my vigor 2 versus my vigor 3. This is literally just, here are 3 units, and the units are commune, vigor, and skogul, and that is literally it. So like I said, I did pass along all those commands to them. I did point out the 2 places that SWGT does use those dirty packets, so to speak. But again, I did specify that we are not using them in any way, shape, or form. And specifically, again, just for transparency, those lines are for World Guild battles and for Siege. At the start of the battles, the packets contain some data that's not really healthy for people to be using in other ways. So those are the packets. I also showed them, like I said, all of the source code in GitHub and that it is public. And of course, they can look at our commit history to see, how things have transpired over time and, have we ever used it and so on and so forth. So that's the quick update for today. So far, it's pretty hopeful. It's nice to actually have somebody actually reach out to me for once versus this big data blackout where we haven't seen anything. I am hoping that we'll see another update from Com2us saying that, we are working on things and we have some plans for the future. Maybe a developer's note that says, what they plan on doing or how they implement it. I did go through and make an extra suggestion, only because I was talking with the rep at this point. I did suggest that they make every player's JSON available in the Hive website for every player. So that way, in line, similar to what the EU has done with the overall data privacy laws, and it's kind of similar in the United States for HIPAA laws and, my data, right? I did recommend, like I said, that Com2us makes it available so that any player who plays Summoner's War, if they want to log into the Hive website and get their quote-unquote player JSON data so they can go in to swap and use it to do the rune optimizer and any other features that they plan on using, that would be something that will be available. So that way, really any player who is playing the game, whether you only have a phone or only a tablet and don't have a PC, or you don't have the skills in order to run SWGT with getting your player JSON data out of the game. Just a nice little update. I hope they listen. I have talked with Xandro and a few others about it already, and they thought that my approach was, solid and in the right direction. So that's all I have for today. Like I said, it is a positive update, but that is what is going on. And at least we're not in this big blackout where we have no idea what's going on forever. But like I said, at this point, we should be hopefully seeing something before the Siege tournament. So I'm hopeful, and we'll have to see where things go. And I'll keep everybody up to date as I see more stuff come through and as more questions come through. And that's it for today. I just wanted to say thank you to all of our Patreon members who have subscribed to SWGT. It helps to support the platform and get all the nice features. And don't forget, as with all YouTube videos, smash those like buttons, and I'll see all of you on the battlefield.